Maybe if the bureaucratic school actually gave us certain things, and maybe if they tried to make us be social, it would happen. Most kids just want to get drunk and high. And you know what? Clark doesn't do anything as an alternative. Maybe if they offered some programs or actual things to do, people would actually care. But being that they don't, they're just going to get twisted with their friends. And that's all I have to say.
I think my opinion on the social life at campus, I don't know, it's kind of dead because I think part of it is because the city of Worcester. I think there's nothing really going on around Worcester. A lot of people have complaints about that. A couple freshmen I know are transferring because of it. Also, we don't really have anything on campus. I mean, that's why cops are always breaking everything up out off campus. So maybe that would release pressure off things outside of campus if there was actually something on here.
I think it's just there's no actual school spirit as such, and just life in Worcester is quite dull if you actually think about it, and people don't exactly want to go to stuff like this because they have more fun doing something else. You know what I mean?
I think it's just very frustrating for clubs and organizations to put so much money into advertising and into their events, and then there's a very small turnout for these really interesting events, and it's frustrating. But at the same time, I definitely think that there is something there because Clark students say that they are interested. People are very interesting here, so you just kind of have to breach that division between people not turning out but explaining that they have interest. So I think there's potential there, but something will definitely have to be done.
Okay, I think that the campus at Clark is actually pretty good. This is my fourth school, so I have a lot of experience with going to schools. But I think that in order to get students to come on to campus and stay on campus a little more, I think we should do more activities. Like, for example, what was done in the cafeteria a week ago. There's like a carnival theme, and people stayed in the cafeteria for a really long time and watched movies and had popcorn and cotton candy, and it was really fun. So I think stuff like that involve junk food, and then it always works really good. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that.
I guess there is a lack of community on Clark campus, I guess, just because there's not enough promotion of events, and I guess not enough people go to clubs. I don't really know other than that. Also, I guess people don't involve the freshmen enough, so they don't know what's going on, especially in terms of like nightlife during the weekends. There's probably been effort to make things happen, but I guess there's been poor PR and things like that. I don't know what they can do to change that, but that's about it.
I think one of the biggest problems we have with social life on campus is that we are set up with two centers on campus. We have Dana Commons, the student union, and we have the university center. I don't see why we can't combine these two places and make just one central location on campus that all the students can go to and hang out.
My name is Amanda. I think that Clark has a stunning lack of social life, and there's plenty of things that are offered to do, but people are just so apathetic that they don't do them. And I don't know how they could change it or make it better, because people work really hard to get other people to come to their events, and there's just not a big turnout. I don't know. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Teo, and I feel that there is not as much of a lack of social interaction as much as there is a desire for people just to really group together and stick in one specific group, especially when you're like a first year and you just kind of stick with your floor and you don't really expand. And then you realize that you don't have much in common with these people. And it takes a while for people to really like get into like what they want to do and find that kind of stuff. And they still try and stick in within a group, and it doesn't really work. And also, this new policy of only being able to swipe into your own dorm is not going to help any social cohesion at all. It's just going to make people stay in their dorm even more. That's my opinion.
Okay. I think the Clark community is unbelievably apathetic, and like people can't get off their bus to go and do anything. For instance, like I ran a human rights film festival, and I like told everyone I knew, and people were really interested in coming. However, people didn't show up, and I think that that's a really common occurrence for Clark events, because no one will actually come to anything. Like the interest is there, and it's like cool to be into things, but it's not cool to get off the couch and come to things. So, I don't know. I think that Clark needs to become more motivated and to actually be the school that it thinks that it is. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, I think Clarkies are kind of finicky because there's some programs that student groups will put on and it'll be packed. The Hip Hop Collabo show, Atwood was filled. Other shows that like Student Activities Board puts on, I don't know why, a lot of people don't end up going. So I think it's hard to reach out to a really diverse community and try to find something that everyone's going to enjoy, but I think actually student groups are doing a really good job trying to find the different communities at Clark and, cater to their interests, but really, try to bring people in with these diverse interests. So I don't know. I don't really believe in the Clark apathy. I believe in a diverse, diversity of interests. That's my thoughts on the matter.
Here's what I think. I think that there's a lot of great spirited people at Clark, but they don't all come together in one place, and that would really make such a small school feel like there's a much better social community. So if there was one huge place where everyone could hang out on campus at night, during the day, I think that'd be great. Just like how Spree Day, everyone comes out on the green and you get to see everyone that you go to school with. And if there was a place like that during the cold winter months when people like to hibernate, I think that'd be great.